What you'll see first is when you look down into the entrance to the cave, into the bowels of the earth, as they say, into the darkness, it almost looks like the air is moving inside the cave. And that's literally the vortex of bats just inside the mouth of the cave as they swirling around and queuing up for before they start coming out. While they're doing that, the sound is, if you can imagine, if you put your ear to a hot tin roof during a rainstorm, that loud, almost like, it's not deafening, but this loud roar of the wing beats of all these bats as they come out of the cave at the same time. Well, Bracken Cave Preserve is just outside of San Antonio, Texas, and it's real important, not just because of the Mexican free-tailed bats that call it home, but it's also part of the recharge zone for our aquifer. Lots of different types of plants and animals that call this preserve home. If you look at a picture of a Mexican free-tailed bat, they're about as big as my two thumbs together. They weigh about 15 grams. They're migratory, so they migrate from Mexico, all over Mexico, to the Texas Hill Country to have their babies. So this is a maternity roost for these Mexican free-tailed bats. They have one baby bat each. A baby bat's called a pup. The mothers only nurse their baby, and she has to find her baby amongst all those other millions of baby bats. She spatially remembers more or less where the baby was left last time she nursed it, but the babies do move around. So she'll fly over near that area and call out to her baby, and the baby will call back. And so she can kind of triangulate where the baby is and get really close. And literally they land on the mats of babies and sniff around till they find their baby. And they're one of the most long distance flyers that we have. So every night when they go out to forage for food, they're heading out at least 60 miles one way. And they'll also forage for food up to 10,000 feet in altitude. These bats that we have here are eating bugs. In fact, tonight they're going to eat over 150 tons of bugs. So that's one of the reasons they're so important to the local farmers that we have, because of all, basically all that natural pest control. And what's really cool is and no matter where you are, you could pull up a Doppler sight and zoom into the Texas Hill Country. You can see all these clouds forming over these bat roosts as the bats come out to feed every night.